you know a Cambridge University study found that
Hip-hop freestyling can put the brain into a unique flow state that controls emotion, language, motor function, and motivation. Pretty interesting. Relevance. So hip-hop has affected many different industries that we all partake in, such as fashion, film, advertising, and politics. Oh, also visual arts. Social media. Hip-hop has affected social media in many different ways, from Instagram lives and Facebook lives to their posts and captions to X, formerly known as Twitter posts, and basically any other platform that you use, such as like Reddit, things of that nature. Also language. Hip-hop has affected the language that we all speak, from the slang terms that we use to coined phrases that we all use on a day-to-day basis. And that's how I believe that this topic is relevant to everyone in this classroom. Credibility. So I've been making music personally for about 4 years. I have family and friends who all make music. That's my uncle. That's a portrait that I painted a long time ago, which is going to be an album cover for one of my albums. This is my brother's music, and this is my other brother's music. And also personal interest. I've listened to hip-hop music for probably about as long as I can remember. So today we're going to talk about how hip-hop has empowered communities and advocated for social justice. We're going to talk about the influence hip-hop has had on artists and industries. And we're also going to talk about the impact that hip-hop has had on the mental health community and how it has facilitated for community development. So first, empowering and advocating for social justice. Hip-hop was set out in the dark. They used to do it out in the park. That was a verse created by MC Shane in 1995, I think, from a song called The Bridge. Hip-hop was first originated in the city of New York, and it bridged out, it came out from there. So giving voice to problems and issues of marginalized communities. Hip-hop has the unique ability to voice problems and concerns of marginalized and discriminated against communities around the world. It's bigger than black and white. It's a problem with the whole way of life. We can't change overnight, but we gotta start somewhere. This was a song created by Lil Baby in the year of 2020 during the global pandemic of COVID-19, also known as coronavirus. And this song is a staple demonstration of how hip-hop can voice the concerns and issues of marginalized communities. This is a picture that he took. It's also his cover art for the song at a Black Lives Matter protest. Influence. So hip-hop has had an influence on many different industries, as I mentioned previously, such as fashion, film, politics, advertising, and visual arts. With fashion, there are artists such as Kanye West, Jaden Smith, Drake, and Tyler the Creator, who all have brands such as Yeezy, Misfits, Golf the Floor, and Nocta. These are all fashion brands that these artists have created and used to correlate between their art and their fashion. Also, there's been films that these artists have all been in, such as The Pursuit of Happiness, Degrassi, Euphoria, Karate Kid, and commercials starring Kanye West and pro athlete Kobe Bryant and hip-hop artists Wiz Khalifa and State Farm. So these are some of the brands that these artists have. This is Kanye West's brand. Those are a pair of his shoes and his jacket. That's Jaden Smith's brand, Misfits. That one that Kanye West made is, of course, called Yeezy. This one is Misfits. This is Golf the Floor, and this is Nocta by Drake. This is also something that I've made in the past. I also make clothes and industrial products for everyday life. And these are some of the products that I've made in the past. this shirt that I'm wearing also is. This is a collection called Individuals. As you can see, there's faces on it, and this one is called Ghetto Art. Next, we're going to talk about how hip hop has influenced the mental health community and how it has facilitated for community development. Tapping back into your magic pen is what's imperative. Reminding these folks why we do it. It's not for beefing, it's for speaking our thoughts, pushing ourselves, reaching charge, reaching your mind. Deep in your heart, scraping to find emotions to touch, something inside to open you up, helping you cope with the rough times and stuff. I'm sending love because we ain't promised stuff. My bad. That song was created by artist J. Cole. It's called Port Antonio during the year of 2024 after the late Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole or Drake beef. Freestyling. As I mentioned previously in the Cambridge University study, hip hop can influence or control parts of the brain that control emotion, language, motor function, motivation, and things of that nature. HHT. So, HHT, also known as hip hop therapy, is a contemporary mental health treatment that uses hip hop culture to help people express themselves, process emotions, navigate challenges. Dr. Edgar H. Tyson coined the term hip hop therapy in 1996 and created the foundational model. So today we talked about how hip hop has empowered and advocated for social justice, how it has influenced artists and communities, and how it has impacted the mental health community and facilitated for community development. Yesterday I wrote a verse dedicated to music, and this is something that I wanted to say here. So it says, "Dear to whom this may concern, I apologize for the bridges that I've burned. Like a foolish little child, couldn't recognize your worth, but I understand it now, your preciousness upon this earth. I always knew you were around, you've been here with me since birth. First heard you in the choir when my mama went to church, when my father sat her down and sung his hymns and spoken words. Other ones have came around, but as for love, you were my first." That's dedicated to music. So, in conclusion, everything is everything. And the more things change, the more they stay the same. But never let that stop you from making a difference. You have a piece. Thank you.